$92,458. Membership, good year. Expenses were $76,628, with a variance being in the black of $23,258. And that's all I have.
Let's bring this one on this guy. Sergeant Arms, do you have a report? Okay, sounds good. No report. All right, thank you. And we need to get one from JR. So, immediate past president, John Rihanna, do you have a report?
I don't really, no.
I thought that was a rule. You have to have a report.
Okay.
You've been telling me that for 10 years.
He's got 30 seconds.
Okay, just like I preached the whole time I was president. Meet somebody new. Come to these events. Y'all get your little clutches from your states. Don't sit with your state. Go sit with someone else. Go sit with somebody that you don't know. Meet them. Learn from them. They might teach you something. You might be able to teach them something. So, that's my report.
Chaplain, Jeremiah.
That was mostly just for having to get up. Yeah, so the Gold Star committee meeting was yesterday. We had a very productive meeting, a lot of good ideas on how to move forward with Gold Star weekend that we do for the Gold Star Mothers Lives. We will be discussing that further through emails. We have, through the fundraising, you guys did an awesome job donating. We've got a huge excess beyond what we spent. We spent $15,000 this year to do the banquet, to do the buses, to do everything we did for the Gold Stars, and we have more than that left over. So we're looking at ways to spend that to honor the Gold Star mothers even more, ways that we can improve that weekend and do things more for them. We'll be taking the ideas we had from the meeting yesterday, we'll be discussing it with the board and deciding how to move forward with that. Other than that, I've got more report in the book, and that's all I have.
Secretary, Karen Cox.
Just everybody be safe.
All right.
That's all I have. Be careful, be safe, have fun.
All right, and you have a report in the book also. Publications officer, Greg?
I'll be short, quick, and sweet. I'm Craig Anthony, Publications Officer. Anything to do with the website, I handle some new stuff, I just heard. So if there's something on there with your department, your chapter that's incorrect, you can just email me directly, and I'll take care of it and fix it. Thank you very much.
And he's done a wonderful job. I don't know if you guys have the old books that we used to give, but each year they get better and better, so thank you for that. And our website's improving all the time, so there's more information on there. There's just, you gotta go look at it because he's showcasing a lot of what our writers are doing and what you're doing out there, so thank you for that, Greg. Communications officer, Seth?
As I say every time I get up here, thank you for what you're doing on Facebook. Sharing your events. This is how we get the word out, who we are, build our organization, and show our love for our veterans. Something I thought about earlier this week is when I see these Facebook posts, I see the end result of the event. But then I started thinking about all the work that you all put into the event, the planning, the organizing, the coordinating. So great job, keep that up. I've already ordered brochures. I am all out right now. I gave out the last one here. Everybody got one in their bag, so everybody should have one in their pocket when they're challenged later today. If you don't, it's not helping. So if you need brochures, send me an email through the website and everything. As soon as I get them in, I'll get them out to you as soon as I can. Thanks, guys.
Sif and I, he probably gets sick of me, he gets 20 emails, 20 calls, and he just doesn't just do communication, he's running around all the time and helping me, so without you, I wouldn't have been able to do what I did this year, so thank you very much. Let's go to the department reports, Florida, Bob Alvera.
I'd like to, make a motion to accept all the, officers' reports as, stated.
Point of orders, the NEC is still department presidents.
Roger that. I move that.
So, let's go back to Florida, Bob Oliver, if you can stand up and give your report, you can come up here, or you can stand where you're at.
I can stand right here.
Stand up, Mom.
What's that? Oh. Alright, everybody can hear me here. Florida alone, we have 804 members as of today. We have 6.8 million. And there's more at that, I'm just gonna make it short, 6.8. And other than that, we have a new website up also ourselves too, to where we have our events in there. And so our other chapters, we don't do 3 events all at once. And now we put them all together. We see an event, so we know not to have another event that day or so we could all go to each other's events. So that's how we're getting our membership going too. We're visiting other chapters also to get things going. And that's it for Florida.
All right, thank you, Bob. Let's move on to Georgia, Tina Goss.
Hi, so I don't really know what our amount is for programs, but we did start a new chapter, 621. We've got a ride that we're planning in September for Veterans Last Patrol, and our department's just growing, and just trying to reach out to like other riders organizations and things like that, visiting their events, so they can come and visit our events, and just to branch out and get the MVET rider's name out there.
All right, thank you, Tina. Indiana, Jason Trumley.
Currently, we have 10 chapters, total members 323, 259 riders, 64 supporters. Our program value is $325,019. 9 out of 10 of my chapters are reporting. We're getting out in the community and participating as much as possible. Since our department camp out last year, more and more of our chapters are riding together. We have our upcoming camp out on September 7th, where we'll have all our chapters together. We're doing a steak dinner at Post 12 in Muncie, and then all 10 of the chapters will ride to Hartford City, where we're setting up tents and camping out and see if we can go above 2,000 on the bar tab this year. So it's a great time. Nobody died last year. I did have my questions, about 3, 4 in the morning every time Caroline would hear somebody throwing up in the background somewhere. Hope they're not laying in it, but we had a great time. Indiana continues to get closer and closer together. Seems like it's a very frequent thing that you'll have 3 or 4 chapters at least ride together on a single ride. So I'm very proud of my guys, my department officers knock it out of the park every step of the way. So, they do a fantastic job.
All right,
Thank
thank you, Jason. We're gonna go to Iowa, Rob Merrill. Merrill, sorry. I don't know why I do that. I do that every time, too.
I do it to everybody.
I know, that's good.
So we got 188 members, 146 riders, 42 supporters. All the chapters are doing pretty good with their events, whether it's poker runs, different cookouts, breakfasts, fundraisers. Chapter 49 here is here today to also sell tickets later for the UTV that we're raffling off.
that Paulie so graciously allowed them to win. So, you know, we're doing a lot of stuff, we're getting out in the community. You know, that's the biggest thing, is getting out in the community, showing our vets, showing them what we do, how we care for vets, and the community. I mean, we do stuff out just not for vets, but the whole community. So that's how you get your name out there and keep going. So,
Thank you, Ron. Kentucky, JR, he's not here. Joel, Michigan isn't here. Missouri, Viking.
We're sitting at 400 members, 12 chapters, possibility of 2 more, one down in Perryville, one up in Hannibal. I'm sitting just under 3 million project hours. We just had a loss of 2 members this week alone. One from 180 and then one from 188. So one from 188, he was an older gentleman, 75-year-old. He was BSO member of every BSO that there is imaginable. The other one, he was 180, son, but very, very sudden. So we're kind of reeling from that right now. The funerals are Monday, both of them. So all of our chapters are getting out and doing fun rides together, getting out into the communities. Since I became president, I've been preaching that we need to slow down because there's just so many events all the time. We don't have enough chance to, you know, just get out and ride and do what we're supposed to do and, you know, get together. So, and they're starting to do that and it's taken off. So the LRB is starting to really grow in Missouri. So that's all I have.
Great. And we're sorry we're thinking about you guys. I know it was a tough week and I know it's hard for you to be here this week for that. Let's go to Howard in New York. I'm not. You guys don't make
New York has,
Go ahead.
New York currently has 9 chapters, 189 members, 169 riders, 20 supporters. Sent out a couple of packets to a couple of folks that are looking to start, so hopefully we'll have a few more by the time we're here next year. I had a number of my posts passed recently. The only one I know of in New York that was reported to us. We're a big state. We've got 3 chapters out in Western New York, 4 down in the city, 1 in the North Country, and I'm in Central New York. So we're very scattered. So it's hard for us to do something together. But the guys from Western New York, they do everything together. The guys from the city, they do everything together. They're sharing their stuff on social media. We're growing. That's all I got.
Thank you, Howard. And this is his, okay, I should have done that. Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
Department of New York is also raffling off a cooler of cheer in our hospitality room. I know most of you came on bikes, but if you'd like to support us, stop by, have a drink, grab a ticket.
It'll be gone before you leave anyway.
And Howard, this is your first convention. There's quite a few of you. How many of you are new here at the convention? Can you stand up?
All right.
I realized we had quite a few, but not that many. So, hey, if you see these guys around, make sure you welcome them and make sure you're sending them to every hospitality room so we can get them taken care of. But welcome. I hope you felt welcome by all of us writers. And if you need anything, you know, look at the faces around you and make sure you're asking questions. But welcome and thank you. Let's move on to Ohio, Barbara Cruz.
Okay, hello everyone. So we currently have 433 riders, 83 supporters, for a total membership of 516 for Department of Ohio. We just added a new chapter a couple of months ago, bringing us to 17 currently, and we have another one in the works. So we definitely want to grow Ohio, and we're working hard on that. We do reporting. I think we're going to be pretty dang close to Florida. We didn't beat them, I don't think, but we're going to be pretty close, I believe. Also, we have a lot of big events coming up in Ohio. Our our department run is actually the 23rd, 24th of this month. So hopefully if any of you are out for a good ride, it's gonna be at Circleville 2256, which is also where our mid-year rally will be this year, next year rather, in the spring. Hopefully, I know our hosting chapter, some of them just walked in, so hopefully we can come up with a date with Nashville for that, and hopefully a lot of you get to come to that.
All right, thank you, Barbara. Let's go to Wisconsin, Chris.
Currently, we have 3 chapters in Wisconsin. We have 57 members, 47 riders, and 10 supporters. The riders this year have been the most active they've ever been, getting out, going to different events, working together. They've done more fundraisers this year than they ever have before. And we've donated a lot of good causes this year. We're just getting out there trying to get seen and get more events going on so we get our name known. Hopefully we'll get some more riders out of it.
Absolutely. All right, thank you, Chris. And I think that closes out all the reports. Kevin?
Oh, I'll make a motion now. It's all right, that you accept all
Oh,
the
wait.
P&Ps are part of. Well, you son of a bitch, you make.
Okay, we'll delete that off the camera. So, Tom, really?
It's added to the list.
Okay, so PMP 3, Bruce, do you have anything for a report?
No, just, I'm excited to be back. It's been a long time, been a number of years, kind of like this crusty old guy here, you know? Anyway, and it's great to see the growth. A lot of programs, a lot of things going on, so it's awesome to be back.
All right, thank you, Bruce. Let's move on to Don Cox, PMP 6.
Well, no report.
PMP 7, George Cummings.
I just want to say I'm proud of the riders, the growth, the camaraderie. You guys are out there beating the streets, growing your membership, doing all the programs and stuff. It shows, and I couldn't be more proud. It shows we're going in the right direction, and that's pretty much my report. And I thank you personally.
Thank you, George. Tom, well, what are you? Tom, PMP 8.
No report.
PMP 10, Godfather.
I'm back.
Do you have any report?
I'm back. That's it.
All right. Now, the reports are done.
Now you're good.
Now you're good, Kevin.
I defer to Tom. I'll make that motion now.
I'll second.
Okay, so there's a motion on the floor to accept all the officers' reports, seconded by Robert Whistler. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion approved. I don't know what I did. Oh, okay. Sorry, Tom, I'm disappointed with the down. All right, we're gonna go to committee reports. I think Jeremiah kind of did his, so we're gonna go into the audit committee report. Holly, who is on your committee, do you want to go ahead?
Yeah, Mr. Greg Jennings is chairman of the audit board.
Did you want to come up, Greg?
You wanna come up, Greg? And then he's also be
smiling.
finance committee chairman as well. Here's where I go down and play.
We got 2 bottles of water.
Okay, I'm Greg Jennings, Department of Iowa, Chapter 49. And the audit committee and the budget committee met yesterday morning. We went through the reconciliation, including bank statements and credit card statements. Everything was in order and balanced. I was totally impressed. Well, we've done a fantastic job, finally. Well, he did. He hired a pro bono financial analyst to go through all the monthly bank statements, credit card statements, and tying them all together directly to where they automatically downloaded to his budget report, which made his job a lot easier and our job to analyze it much simpler. Great job there, Floyd. Current bank balances is $32,989.49. Polly did do an amazing job with investing a little over $100,000 into a fund that creates about $335 monthly interest income, which amounts to about 4% interest income, which is fantastic considering the days that we're in right now. And there was some conversation about what to do with this $100,000 fund. And it came up that, it's important that the membership participates in this $100,000 fund. So, departments, chapters out there that has a special program that needs some help, assistance from the national group, we'll have forms on the website, correct? To apply for these funds, fill the forms out, email them in, the executive board will meet on it, and decide whether or not to participate, and we'll go from there. That's my report.
Thank you.
Thanks, Greg.
You want your stuff?
You want your stuff?
Yeah, you want your stuff? It's that $300 a month that we are getting now, I think we were getting 20 cents?
Minimum.
Yeah, minimum 20 cents, so he did a great job. Yeah.
Motion to accept the report.
Do you want to do them all at the end, or you want to do each one?
I think that finance report should be taken care of right up front.
Okay, so anybody have a second on that?
Bruno Loya.
So I have a motion on the floor to accept the audit committee's report, seconded by Bruno. Any discussion? All in favor to accept the report?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. All right, JP, you wanted to say
Yes,
something
please,
quick?
ma'am.
Yes.
I guess this afternoon, I'm not really sure, I'm in and out too much. How many of you were on the floor when we did a report on the National Service Foundation and National Charities? Good. National Charities, which I'm president of, recently purchased a building down in Washington, PA. Its value is $2,500,000, I believe it was. We got it for like $235, $270. And we're gonna be converting it into a family resource center for veterans. We are looking at, to start with 8 apartments that will be able to be used not just for veterans, but for their families. I don't know how many of you have ever had to be separated from your family due to some illness or other problems to get your head straight. Fortunately, I never had, but I know some. You have enough problems and enough headaches taking care of yourself without having to worry about where your wife or your husband and your kids are. This Family Resource Center is going to do the trick. We've applied for some state grants and some national grants. The Department of Ohio's charities donated $100,000 towards the remodeling of the building. We got $50,000 from another organization. And just today alone, roughly 30,000 came up with people asking, hey, what can we do? Here's 5,000, here's 10,000. I'm coming to you as riders who I'm quite proud of. A lot of you old guys, my age, we're in Florida
when the riders got started. Guys were warned, and ladies were warned. If you did not get your charter here, you wouldn't get one, because the regimes that were coming up didn't want riders. When I got back from Iraq on my visit there, I took the bull by the horn. I put 4 guys in the room, and I said, you're not leaving here until you come up with some rules, bylaws, and I'll get your charter signed before I leave. I'm damn proud of you guys and ladies. Our riders group is very small, but I watch throughout the country what goes on. And I see a lot of rides raising money for this, raising money for that. And I just heard Polly's report. I'm asking you for support for this program. We've had support from our, believe it or not, juniors. We have support from our sons. And I'd be damn proud to have support from our riders. Once this is in operation, I've had this question, how do we know who did what? We'll have plaque on the wall that says donations from X to Y, so much money, and your name, so much money. It graduated up. Everyone will be recognized. So in your infinite wisdom while you're meeting this weekend, if you could help us out, we greatly appreciate it. Natalie, the check would be made out to Ambit's Charities. In the memo, it would say Family Resource Center. You get that? I didn't see you writing. But anyway, I really would appreciate it. It's just, in the hallways when you went to register, because you had to register with your parent organization, you should have seen the bulletin boards that were up showing the building, showing what the layout is. It's the first in the country like this. If it's successful, we can make this come to other departments around the country so that more veterans can be helped. Thank you very much, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you, JD.
Could you link that to the video?
Thank you, JP. We can bring that up in new business. Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't even know if we need to do it. It's a family issue. I think we need to throw our support behind it. Us CMPs were talking in the back room where some of the old verbs that he's talking about. If we got it in the budget, I think we should start it off with say $5 grand if we got it in there. Maybe use the fundraising for us.
We have discussed it, it's not in the budget. The budget was written back in February.
Right. But I'm just saying.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I learned a little bit from Don. A budget's a guideline, you can always amend it.
It's suggestion.
Jay, should we bring this up in new business, or can we go ahead and take this, or how would you like to handle that? We're gonna bring it up in new business. Thank you, PMPs, for spending their money. Okay. All right, we're gonna go on to the 990 meeting. That would be Bruce and George. Do you want to, one of you guys want to come up and speak to that committee?
Actually, John is our chair.
Okay, John.
Did you want to discuss anything, or do you want us to handle it?
For the 990?
On the 990?
Oh, on the 990, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Talking about